You're listening to another episode of Mr. Allard's Neighborhood. This is the place we're entitled to Brad's opinion and a bunch of others today. Here's your host, Brad Allard.
Well, that's true. This is the most we ever had in the room at one time. Taylor, do you have a wide angle shot for us?
Here we go. Ready?
Ready?
Set.
There you go.
Bam.
Bam. There we go. Look at there you go. We have several groups here today. This is North Texas Give Day. yeah. So yeah, over there. Jessica's over there. You know, don't forget her. And Megan. You know, of course, we can't tell if she's standing or sitting. Cause sorry, short joke. Sorry, you haven't heard that in a while, I'm sure. Yeah. But anyway, we've got a really good show today. We got nonprofits all over the room today, and having croissants and water. I wanted to bring something more potent, but my wife, how she is. Anyway, the point is, I told these ladies earlier, I felt like I was at a Tom Jones concert, and Bianca over here goes, "Who? What?" Yeah.
She guessed musician. She did.
Yeah, guest musician.
And Jerry's brother, but
Jerry's brother, Tom Jones, Jerry's brother. I don't know. Tom could probably do better. But anyway, before we run through all the nonprofits, I'd like to talk about the sponsors because they make all this possible. Plus, I have a couple of other people asked us to make announcements. So thank you, Daniel, at CrossFit Burleson, 317 Southwest Wilshire. You can get your workout there. Pretty physical workout. It's a great workout. It's got plans, it's got programs, it's got trainers, it's got supervision. It's a secure, clean environment. So if you're looking for a gym to work out in, CrossFit Burleson, 317 Southwest Wilshire. And then we have Shandy with Shandy Stock Group. She'll be on later, probably. Is she going to come later, Charisse? Who knows? She'll show up. But anyway, she's part of one of the groups, Re-Inspire. And she has opportunities for you to give on her page. But she also, on the side of all her philanthropy, also sells houses. And so if you're looking to move in and out of the Burleson area, talk to her because it's the real estate market's tough in this area. And you need somebody who knows what they're talking about, knows where the houses are, and what the deals are and what the rates are doing. So talk to Shandy if you're looking to move into this area. And then, of course, is everybody's favorite place. Our place, Otto, is almost like a saint here in this town. Otto's got a really great restaurant. I bet everybody in this room has been there at least once. I've been there like 2-3 times a week, it seems like, and it's my waistline will tell you. But anyway, Our Place Restaurant is a great place to do business. This is where I like to do business. It's a comfortable atmosphere, great staff. And it's also somebody's phone is talking over there. Anyway, Our Place is a great place. And so go check it out. Also, I don't know how many cigar smokers we have in the room, but I bet everybody knows at least one cigar smoker. And a good place to go get your cigars is Wild Cigar and Culture over at the Standard. Also, it's a great place to do a little business. Maybe for you ladies, if you want to get some of those donations, you take them over there, you get them, a couple of shots from the bar, and then talk about donations and see if that helps lubricate the transaction. Does that work? I don't know. It would probably work on me. But anyway, it's a great place to go and do business, a great place to have a quiet smoke and a drink, watch the ball game. They have it muted, so it's not like a sports bar, but you can catch up on the things there at Wild Cigar and Culture. Also, thank you to Local Life, Tiffany Griffin, and she is going to have her magazine out in about 10 days. Also, she has LocalLifeTX.com, which has a current issue on and has some new specials, new deals on it. 30,000 homes get this. Also, a lot of businesses. I picked up a copy at Our Place. And so it's a very great advertising vehicle for this community. Over 110,000 people get it, and she's expanding month by month. And I bet I know that some of you ladies have been to this place, Southern Gem, the jewelry store on top of Windmiller Building. My wife is going to be working there pretty soon. She's retiring from the school system in about 10 days, and we're all thankful and dancing and singing. And Southern Gem, get repairs, get cleanings, get appraisals, and also inventory. They're going to be moving to a bigger location down on the bottom floor of the Standard there, the Windmiller Building. I don't know exactly when, but the goal is before Thanksgiving. It just depends on what they can do with the contractors and whatever else. Also, Hotworks, 731. And this is where we want to throw in the all-in poker tournament. You got that lined up there, Taylor, by any chance? I know you got a lot of stuff lined up there. But there it is, all-in poker tournament. Michelle's sponsoring this. It's on the 5220 venue over in Joshua. And what it is, it's a poker tournament to raise money for pediatric cancer. and it's about 90 spots there. So it's first come, first serve. So show up, bring your wallet, and they're going to have some food there from Old South, and they're going to add their snacks and whatnot. So all in, it starts around, well, the foods are going to be around there about 11:30. The poker tournament starts about 1. So, and as far as Michelle and Hot Works, and she's been on a few times, and I think a lot of people know about her business and swear by it. The infrared workout really does seem to work for them. You're shaking your head.
I've done it. I love it.
You done it? Are you a member of Hot Works?
I attend another gym now, but I do enjoy some Hot Works.
Oh, okay.
That sounds intense.
Nah,
It is pretty intense.
Okay. Well, there you go. Anyway, Hot Works on 731. Thank you for that. Also, Melissa Harmon, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Her number is 682-804-0534. I just made her my insurance agent, and it saved me some money. So give her a holler, and she can help you out with insurance needs. I've got a little life insurance from her. I got a little car and auto, and also some home insurance. So she does a lot, just about everything over there. So also, I guess this is a good time to talk about her thing she's sponsored on the 27th, the Teen Challenge Golf Tournament over at the Texas Star, which is in Euless. Very nice course. And so check that out. If you're interested in golfing for a good cause, 817-336-8191. I believe Center for ASD did a golf tournament. That turned out okay, ladies?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yanka and Lisa say it's amazing. It's really... It's amazing how golf seems to get them out there,
It does work.
It does work. Even if you don't golf, it's still, you can go around, hack around the course for a good cause. And do I have anybody else? Oh, I have one more. Dinette Juicer, of course. Sorry, Dinette. She's going to be on the show a week from today. She's moving her interior design business from Colorado to here. She's going to be expanding her business here on interior design, 303-324-9906. And she'll tell you all about it next week and, her experiences and whatnot with that. And she's a member of the same networking group that several of us are in this room, in fact. And so she's a really, really interesting lady and very good at what she does. And I believe that's it. Okay, so the first one we have is Reach Council of Johnson County. And I'm going to let them do all the talking. So introduce yourselves and tell us what y'all do.
Hi, we're actually Reach Across Johnson County.
Oops, sorry.
But with
Reach Across.
Reach Council's our big umbrella.
Right, Reach Across.
There's our logo up there, though.
Yeah, okay.
My name's Nikki Bowman. I'm the Drug-Free Communities Coalition Coordinator. It is a mouthful. Mm-hmm. And this is my partner in crime.
Hi, I'm Erica V. I'm the new CCP Coalition Coordinator for Johnson County.
So what exactly do y'all do?
So it's kind of funny, and I just said this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I refer to myself as Chandler from Friends because nobody really knows what he does. But
No. He's a transpondent.
Yeah. So what we do, it's a job I didn't even know was possible. We get to just help Johnson County, where I was born and raised, just be a better place. We get to work with the other communities and agencies in the area and just see what we don't want to reinvent wheels, so we just see what is going on where different communities need our help, and we go in and just try to make it a healthier Johnson County, and that is needed.
Well, y'all do more than just like one group, right?
Oh, yes. We are all over the map here in Johnson County.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, so you it's not like, most of these ladies have a specific area in which they focus on, but you'll focus on several.
Yes, sir. So we focus on, our main focus is just healthy communities. So that looks like working with vaping in the schools and trying to target and see where the different school districts are maybe struggling with tobacco use amongst the students. We work with the police departments and just see what we can do to make the parks and everything safer. Currently, we're working with Alvarado. We're helping them get better lighting and cameras because they've been finding things in the parks that are deterring families from taking their kids, which, who wants to go to a park whenever they're finding, things that aren't,
or they've been vandalized.
Right.
And, we're just really trying to keep the community a safer, more beautiful place to live.
It's struck me over the years I've done this. This is my 4th year now. It's just how many groups are like this out here in this community. And y'all, you're not new to the community, but you're trying to expand your profile, shall we say.
Yes, sir. And we are kind of new. Whenever you have a coalition and you're trying to just let people know that you're trying to make it better and that you're not needing anything from anybody else, it's hard to build your reputation and to build, to work with the communities and just to find what we can do with each organization. And I mean, it's been amazing the relationships that we're building and how our meetings are growing every month. There's new faces in there that are just coming and hearing about what Reach is doing in the area. And mental health, after COVID, that is something that I think has really actually kind of struck a light with a lot of people. It's something that we're able to talk about a lot more, and the state has recognized that as well. So now, instead of us just being able to focus on alcohol or drugs or tobacco, we can actually conquer mental health, and that's kind of neat that we're able to work with that now.
How are y'all funded?
We have several grants. One of them, which is Erica for CCP, is through the state, and then I have the federal grant through DFC funding.
Oh, a lot of acronyms, but I'm sure.
Mine is Drug Free Community. So the grant, I go to DC twice a year, and I get to go up there and just see what all the rest of the nation is doing as far as trying to, fight everything that we're trying to work with.
We do accept private donations as well, because there are certain things that our organization is not allowed to pay for out of our grants. So that's where the other stuff comes in, especially for our coalition meetings. And those are so important so that we can get everybody in the community involved, people like the people that are here today that we've partnered with in the past, to help their community and their organization grow and reach more people as well.
How would one contact y'all?
There's several ways. One, I think the best is our website, which is, what is it?
Right there.
Okay, thank goodness. Because we weren't really letting anyone know until we got it looking a little bit prettier. So it's www.reachjoco.org.
Do y'all have a location, or do y'all work virtually, so to speak?
We kind of work everywhere, but yes, we do have an office in Cleburne. And what is that street?
Granbury.
406 Granbury Street. There we go.
Oh my! You just know how to get there.
We're close to HEB.
Yeah, we're right across the street from HEB.
Okay, that's handy.
We're hardly in the office because we do a lot of our meetings virtually, but we're out there on the streets, helping and talking to people and getting our partnerships going.
So they can contact that website, and there's a donation link there.
Yes, sir. There is a link at the very bottom of the page to donate.
Okay, at reachjoco.org. And so, it's the first time I've met y'all, and I'd really like to see y'all come back on the show. All these other ladies are regulars, and so I know them, and they've been on the show before, but I'd like to have you on the show again so you can have the whole hour to yourself.
Yeah, I would really like to
Can I talk about one thing that we have coming up really fast?
Oh, cool. I'm promoting that as well.
You
Go ahead.
are? I didn't know that. Thank you. We have a mental health conference coming up on October 8th. It is free childcare. We're partnering with Sarah Nicole Yoga. Guys, this is so important, and just really try to sign up. We've got the QR code on our Facebook, and I think are we going to be able to share that? We might be able to have that up in a little bit too. There's going to be breakout sessions. We have some great main speakers. We're really wanting the conference to equip everybody so you can be a better version and to find your healthiest self. We all have different ways to get there.
Well, Sarah will be on the show Monday.
Oh, okay.
She's been on before. She was on late August, and she's going to be on Monday. We're going to talk more about this because it's a very important thing.
It is very important. We actually have one of our speakers that's going to be at the conference about to talk to you too.
Who's that?
Lisa Bolton.
Oh, that's right, of course.
Yes, her and Bianca were really the ones that helped to get us on the show today so that we can spread our good word about everything that we do.
Well, like I said, this is a very rushed format, and I'd like to give you all more time when you have the opportunity. They have a pretty much standing invitation for any of these outfits because this is what I like to do. It's I can rant about Joe Biden in my own time. And so, but anyway, I appreciate y'all being here.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you
for having us.
No problem. And we're just going to be very informal here. Y'all transition. Yeah. There's Shandy. All right. Now the party can start. Yeah. Anyway, while we're making this transition, we remind you of the reachjoko.org. Reachjoko.org is going to be a big player in this community. I hope they're very successful. Also, they have a Facebook page, by the way, that is also very helpful if you want to get a hold of them. And now we're introducing a couple of old friends here, Lisa Boltinghouse and Bianca Lowry. And I said I wouldn't talk much about Bianca's dating life, so I'll just pass on that because
it's so busy. It's because it's so busy.
Right. We only have 12 minutes or so. And,
You guys.
And so, what is this boy's name? Cody, is it?
Cody.
Okay. Hey to Cody. Anyway, so Lisa and Bianca are well known here for the Center for ASD. I believe y'all have a clip. Do you want to show it now? Or do you want to show it? Do you have something before that?
Go ahead and show it.
Okay, we have a clip for them.
The Center for ASD provides hope. Oftentimes, families who have children with special needs don't have places to go where they find comfort and rest, and that's what we do. Since the beginning in 2009, we have grown significantly, and it is because of individuals like you in the community that support us and believe in our mission and the work that we're doing here at the center. So we are very grateful, and we just want to give a big thank you to all of you for continuing your support, your thoughts, and always thinking about us. One of the misconceptions of individuals with special needs is that they can't learn, and that is a huge misconception. Our participants can learn, it just needs to be in a different setting. So here at the center, we provide educational skills, so science, reading, math, everything that you would do in a typical setting. And we also provide life skills such as cooking. Other skills that help our participants be a part of the community. So working in our workroom, making buttons, t-shirts, candles, and so on, and then going out in the community and being part of it by providing customer service skills and interacting.
Anybody out there want to drink?
Thank you, sir.
Here at the center, we have several programs that give families and participants what they need. Life skills, educational skills, coping skills, things that will all help them be more successful outside in the community. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So today's North Texas Giving Day, and that organization seems fabulous.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it?
I see all you ladies. Y'all go to our link. Go give a little bit.
Well, no, that's what I like about this. Y'all all know each other, and it's like y'all don't seem to, have any this rivalry, any crap like that.
Oh,
like,
no.
$1 for this is not $1 for that kind of thing. None of that BS.
Yeah.
It's there. Y'all seem to all be pulling on the same end of the rope, and that's
Yes.
a great thing for the community and great thing for your groups.
Absolutely.
And so, your golf tournament was a couple weeks ago. How'd that go?
It was fabulous. It was amazing. It was our biggest event to date out of all these years since 2009. So
Really?
we're really grateful to all the golfers, all the volunteers. We had a plethora of volunteers.
Ooh, good word.
Yeah, right? Word of the day. Yeah, it was really good. It was a good turnout.
Well, you have another one coming up pretty soon, don't you? I mean, before the end of the year, do you not? Or am I getting my groups mixed up?
You're getting your groups mixed
No,
up.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we might potentially have one that someone else is going to host for us, but it's not one that we're hosting.
Well, you did one in April, like a prom thing. Is that going to try that again? I remember Bianca promoting it in the group.
Our gala, yes,
yeah,
it's
gala.
going to be.
It's like a prom, though. It's like an 80s theme was, I think,
It-
last time.
That
Yes.
one was.
Yeah, we have a committee coming together
Well,
that's going to help plan us.
And that's another prom I didn't get a date for. But anyway, the point is, so
I'm sure we can hook you up.
No,
Maybe
yeah.
Bianca's free.
well,
Oh, God.
no, my wife at 34 years has said, please quit dating. Anyway, so tell us what's going on now with the center.
So today is North Texas Giving Day. We have, we're raising money. All the money raised from today will go into our scholarship fund and our safety and security initiative. So scholarship fund meaning if a family wants to attend our program 5 days a week and they can only afford 3, then we do everything that we can to find funding to get them covered the other 2.
Now, when we talked last, though, you're expanding your space. Is that right? Or has that already been taken care of?
It happens all the time.
Oh, okay, but you're still at Crestmont, though, right?
We are still at Crestmont, and Crestmont is a great partner with us, and they continue to relinquish another good word,
Yeah,
relinquish.
I know. Y'all
Unused
blowing my
space.
mind, man. Well, that's really great. Now, just to be clear, it's not connected to the church, but
We're not affiliated.
Yeah, but they're just being generous with their space.
Yes.
And that's great. You plan on having your own space one day?
Yes, our vision is to have a campus, kind of like what Re-Inspire is going to be doing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. They got it going on.
Yeah.
So, how would y'all be contacted? What's the best way to contact you? And
For donations for North Texas Giving Day today,
right,
I just dropped the link,
There
and
you
that will
go.
take you directly to our organization page. And we have matching funds secured, so each donation gets doubled.
who does the doubling? By the way, I've had that asked, and I said, I really don't know. Is it just private donors that have put money into this?
Well, we have a couple. We have one anonymous donor. Then we had the Crowley Lions supporting us as a matching donor. And then we had Crowley Tire and Auto, our friend Matt out there. Thank you so much for your support. Lone Star Rustic Furniture. So we've had 4 matching donors this year.
Well, that's really great. So y'all get your own donors, matching donors.
Yes.
I didn't know if there was some organization that just said, here's a big pile of money. And
Yeah, and it's never too early to start for next year. Would Mr. Allard's neighborhood like to be a matching donor for next year?
you don't miss an opportunity,
I
do you?
don't.
You don't let the money sit on the table
what?
long.
Even if you did $100 for each one of us in here, woo, that would be so good.
Yeah, well.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Look at the time. All right. We got to keep moving along here because it's, I got to get out with my wallet still intact. But anyway.
He said, but I brought croissants.
I brought croissants and got water here. It's a little party, see, and the whole thing. And take some with you because, my wife likes croissants and she'll take a few, but not that many. So y'all do great work. Like we talked about many times on the show before, I have a family friend that's puts their son there, and they're very appreciative, and it's a great service. And we've talked about your personal connection with this autism situation.
Yes. So, it's one of the things that we try to do at the center is to support the quality, to help improve the quality of life for everybody involved. So not just for the participant who has special needs, but for their parent, their mom,
Right.
their dad, their sibling, grandparents. We support grandparents, but I don't know if people understand the level of exhaustion that a parent goes through. Like I have two typical kids. And, one of them's a senior and we're looking at colleges. But at the same time, I'm talking, I just did our medical power of attorney and our will and our special needs trust for our son who has autism to make sure when we're gone, all that stuff is done. Also I need to make sure that he has a place to live. So, which is why we want the campus, and it's why we want, why we have our big vision, because though I have 2 older sons, they want to be his brother, not his caretaker. And I understand, and I'm not angry. Autism is a burden.
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
And I don't feel like just because something happens to me and my husband, that should be inherited by my 2 boys. So, let's build it, make it easier on the families. That way we don't all have to carry the burden alone.
Well, we appreciate very much what you do for this community and for individual families as well. It's nice that we have an outfit here in the community that the parents of autistic children don't feel like they're fighting this by themselves, because it's very, very difficult. My friend and I have talked many times about it, and she's a strong woman, but sometimes, it backs up.
It does.
It does. Do you have one last thing? Do you have a location in mind for this new facility?
We definitely want to stay in the community. We've been asked several times if we would ever consider moving to Fort Worth or to further
Don't
north.
go to Fort Worth.
We don't want to, because there's no resources that are in our area. Every time that I needed help, I always had to go to South Lake, Grapevine, Fort Worth, and it's not fair to families that not only are we stressed, but to find respite, we have to drive an hour away. Like that doesn't make sense.
Right.
So we definitely want to stay in the community. So if anybody wants to donate land to us,
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, that option's always.
Are you ladies taking notes on this? I mean, this is how you do it. Well, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Bianca. I guess I'll see you next Wednesday. Bianca and I were in that networking group, and we had a little, siesta. Well, not a siesta, a little sabbatical. That's the word I
Y'all
want.
had a CS. Y'all napped?
Yeah.
Y'all napped on Wednesday. That's good to know.
Well, I did sleep in for a change. Anyway, sabbatical's a word.
We had a week off.
Yeah, it was nice. Anyway, but thanks for what you do. Thank you for the parents you've helped, and those, and it's not just kids; it's older adults that also y'all serve.
Also, if you sorry to interrupt.
No, please.
If you have not already done so, please go like our Facebook, like us on Instagram, follow us. We'll be posting videos all day long today. We'll be going live several times throughout the day, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay. Well, now you got your assignments.
And one
All right.
last plug. Can I?
Oh,
So the Rise Mental Health Conference that Nikki and Erica just talked about, that is October 8th. I will be speaking at it. I have been diagnosed with major depressive disorder, so I am 100%. I relate 100%. Even if you're not directly impacted by it, chances are you can come and receive some type of education that will help you help a loved one, a friend, somebody.
Does anybody not impacted by it, even if they don't have
I
it
think
personally, they're all
struggling right now.
Well, everybody struggles, or at the very least, they know struggling people.
Yeah.
So
come join us. It's free.
Okay.
Great
And
opportunity.
even though it is a free event, you do still have to register.
Yeah.
Erica, is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
That would be helpful.
And there is an online version if you're not able to come in person.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Thank
thank you all
you.
very much.
Transition.
Transition, yes. The next one, we're going to be talking to Harvest House, whom is well known. And we're going to talk about the resale center and also where you can give for them as well. Jennifer's here. She's a regular on the show. In fact, after the show, or maybe later this afternoon, we'll need a scheduling in October. I'm filling out my October calendar.
right.
I try to do that as far in advance as possible, because I like to know where I'm going. But anyway,
I like to know where I'm going too.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen very often.
well, Harvest House, of course, is well known, and it's been around. You said 85.
38.
38
years.
38 years, and now the resale center, has it had its formal grand opening yet?
Nope, it has not.
When will that be?
When we have our big signs.
Well, that makes good sense.
And I don't know exactly when our signs are going to be done. They're in process.
Well, that means
It's soon. It's soon.
Well,
Yeah.
in process, boy. I mean, it does hold things up. A lot of the stuff, the shortages we're going through, but that's just the way it is. But anyway, but you're receiving sofas like I donated, or clothing, or furniture. Is there anything in particular you need? Or
We always need men's clothes.
men's clothes. Okay.
That's something that we don't get very often. And we definitely, the furniture and stuff has been a fantastic addition. A lot of families, need it. Some people can't even afford it. Just, so there's times, I mean, we're still giving away free stuff to our clients. That has not changed. And so it's still everything's for sale, and all that is basically a fundraiser for Harvest House. So we've got North Texas Giving Day, but our resale shop helps to fund our operations. It helps to make sure our lights go on, pay the rent, because we don't own that building. It is a lease. So that's what's going on. And, we're also going to then, our next step is to, if you've been in our main building, the original building, it is an old house. And so we got an ARPA grant that we're going to be working on. And we're super grateful for that. But, I think we'll probably need more than what the ARPA grant graciously, allotted to us. So that's going to be another project coming up here in the next couple months.
Well, a lot of people think that all these programs here that receive some sort of grant funding that should be sufficient for their needs, but that really maybe helps, certainly, but it isn't going to cover the whole cost.
No, and our costs have gone up. Our electric bills, our water bills, just like everybody else's. We have 3 buildings now, the resale shop, our annex, and then our main building. And we have people who house in closets and stuff, but, we need to get them out of closets and into actual offices, because nobody wants to work in a closet.
Well, it just, a lot of people also should realize just fundraising is an ongoing thing, and donations is an ongoing thing.
Yes.
And it's I admire y'all ladies, I really do, because it's something that is on your mind more often than not. And it's
Every day.
Every day.
Every day, ladies.
Right,
because
yeah.
the reality is that every day we utilize the services or the gifts that have been given. Because those donations, whether it's food or financial, comes in, goes out. We are a nonprofit. That means that our stakeholders are our programs, are our clients. So everything that we do earn goes back into our programs. None of us are, banking it somewhere. we're not stakeholders and stuff. So, giving, it's a hard year for giving. I mean, inflation has impacted us all.
Right.
Giving is down for everybody. And, it's hard because we have to make adjustments, but the need is greater for each one of our organizations, but the giving is down. And we all understand because our own lives are challenged in the exact same way as the rest of the world.
Now, you just had a big event last Saturday, didn't you?
We did. It was the Harvest Feast. It was
How did
really
that go?
good. It was nice. It was a really nice event. I would say it was very successful. We met our budget goals, and it was great. It was a really fun night. We had David Hyrer, a magician, come, and just some good food from the Old Texas Brewery, and just a good time. A lot of good networking.
Now, a lot of people probably are routine givers because, like I said, y'all been around a while. But somebody hearing this or seeing this podcast, how would they get a hold of you, and what button should they click?
For North Texas Giving Day, I believe they're going to be sharing our link below this.
Do you have that, Taylor? By any
If he
chance?
doesn't,
It's in the comments.
It's in the comments. Oh,
and
good.
then also, but just going to yourharvesthouse.org on a daily basis. Our North Texas Giving Day this year is going to be raising funds specifically for our Holiday Friends program, which is Christmas for kids in our community. Those dollars stay in our community. They stay in our service area, which is Johnson County and South Tarrant. So basically South like Crowley and Everman and such, but it stays in with our neighbors. And that's what those dollars go for, so that at the end of the year, some of these kids whose families are also struggling can actually have Christmas.
Now, is Christmas and Thanksgiving like a very heavy time of year for y'all?
It's our biggest 2 months.
I figured
and
so.
Normally, so we've been doing about 700, I think, between 400 and 700 families for food. That's normally our November, December numbers. So I'm expecting Christmas and Thanksgiving to be much bigger. So donations that will help us, you can go on our regular donation page and, special food. And what that is like our holiday meals, summer food, things like that. So when kids are out of school, that families have not just a holiday meal, but their regular food, because we do give them a holiday meal, but we also give them their regular monthly allotment with that. So there's a lot of groceries going out the door, and I'll tell you, they go fast. You look at our shelves and be like, oh, it's full, and then like a week later, you're like, okay, we need a refill, and we're serving a lot of people. And I saw a thing last night at Ternary Food Bank, and they're struggling with the same thing. The food is just supply chain and stuff like that. So even the big organizations are struggling with that.
Well, for Christmas, would y'all accept new toys for your resale?
Yep, we do accept new toys, and not in the resale shop. That's not where the donations go. The only thing that goes to the resale shop are things that you want us to resell. Everything else goes to our main building, 349 Northwest Renfro.
And that's been there as long as I've been here. I don't think it's ever changed, but y'all do really great work, and y'all are well known for your service to the community. And so, if y'all want to help out, particularly when it gets start getting cold, I guess y'all need coats as well, right? Someday it's supposed to get cold.
I know, right?
Yeah.
When it's this hot, it makes me nervous for a really cold winter.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's like that opposites and stuff. But yeah, we need clothes. We need household items every day at our resale shop, which is 101 Northeast Wilshire. It's the old Hallmark building. And then
it's a great location for you.
It is a great location. So we watch them for our grand opening, but also we take food and financial donations at our main building. We do ask that people not bring cash donations to our resale shop. It just creates confusion. So, because we're selling stuff. They have a safe they can put it in, but that's not what we're trying to do. It's better if they just bring it to our main building or mail it to us.
Or online.
Yeah.
The whole thing. And y'all have that all worked out. And like I said, or Taylor said, the link is there.
Excellent.
And God bless you for what you do. And
thank you.
I'll be getting in touch with you about October.
All right.
Pretty soon.
Thank
you. It's all right. This is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying watching the interaction between all y'all because it's heartwarming actually to see everybody pulling for each other like this.
That's awesome. And I think I did give Taylor a short video. It's really,
that's right.
It's really short.
That's great. Taylor, if you don't mind.
Just to talk about our program.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Venus, and I have 3 kids, and I'm very, very grateful and thankful that I'm able to get them stuff for Christmas. This year has been crazy with COVID, and just y'all have been a blessing to my family. Thank you so much.
I'm going to show you all the cool things you're getting here. Fishing poles and backpacks and games.
Ponies.
Yay! All right, well, thanks you so much. Thanks for your patience.
Thank you.
Well, that was quick.
It was quick.
Yeah, but that's what you do.
It is what we do.
And that's a great thing.
It really impacts families a lot.
I appreciate what you do. We all do. And everybody that's been around in Johnson County for any length of time knows about Harvest House. So
great.
And I'll be talking to you in about a month or so.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, Liz, you're next. You're on Crazy Eights here. All right. This is one of my former students, but I forgot what year graduated. It's like 06 or something like that? 03. See, oh my Lord. Did she? Is that right? Y'all are classmates. Okay. So, but now she goes by Hargrove as opposed to Murphy. Yes. How long you been married, dear?
3 years.
Is it wonderful or what?
I love it.
Still on the honeymoon, are you? Mm-hmm. Well, Crazy Eights is well known here. In fact, they've done podcasts from here, right? But tell us about Crazy Eights.
So in short, we have run 2 programs. We run a housing program for the homeless that runs for 2 years. That's kind of really special to us. Most programs are a lot shorter than that. So it's a 2-year program, as well as we do free counseling to the community, which is a service not many people are. We're super known for our housing, not as well known for our counseling, but it is probably our biggest benefit back to the community because it's free and it's kind of the preventative piece. If we can catch them and help them with their emotional needs, then hopefully we can prevent a homeless situation.
Are you on 917 still?
Yes,
Joshua?
we are.
All right.
So that's our main campus.
Right, but you do other things, other places, though.
Yes. So our counseling is we do virtual, we do FaceTime, we do Skype, we do all the things. So we're actually counseling outside of the state. We do have people up in Illinois.
Really?
We do nationwide counseling for that.
How long have you been with them?
I've been around since the beginning so just about 11 years.
Really?
I've volunteered the first little while, and then I think I've been on. I couldn't tell you when I went on staff. It just kind of happened.
So all of a sudden you found out you're on staff, huh?
So.
But Lisa Schwartz, of course, has been a well-known personality here in Burleson and does a lot of stuff here. How many 19 kids she had or whatever? I had several in class, but Crazy Eights. How are they funded? It's a faith-based ministry, right? But is it connected to any kind of particular church or anything like that?
No, we're a standalone.
Okay.
So we are all privately funded. We have no reoccurring federal funding or anything like that. Usually the government dollars say you can't talk about Jesus, and we think that's kind of the pivotal point of our program.
Well, it is kind of important to y'all, I know. So basically, you operate on private donations and or other services. You don't charge services for the counseling.
No, we do have a application fee. So at one point, we were getting a lot of people that would schedule counseling and then just not show up. And all of our counselors are volunteers, so it was kind of pulling on their time and their availability. So this year we instituted a $25 application fee, and then after that, all the services are free.
Okay.
And if there is somebody in hardship that can't do that, we do have a code for that as well, a promo code.
And these counseling sessions are for all types of situations, not one in particular. And is it mostly spiritual counseling or psychological counseling, or a little of both?
I would say a little of both.
Okay.
We definitely see that we believe that the Bible, in that there's going to be answers there. But if we have counseled non-believers, people struggling in faith and things like that. We can still counsel. I mean, there's really good principles in the Bible that you can still use for anyone.
Well, but basically, though, if somebody's having mental issues or emotional issues, you focus on that, and if they want to go into the spiritual, you're well equipped to do that.
Yes.
Okay, so sometimes when you have faith-based counseling, they think it's going to you need to pray harder, but no, you're talking about real
life stuff,
with licensed counselors and all that business.
Yeah, we do play therapy with the kiddos.
Really?
We've done anger management. We do marital counseling. We'll do family counseling. We see anybody from the itty bitties up to older in life, struggling with widows or something like that. So the whole gamut of emotional and mental health issues.
What do you think is the most common thing you deal with?
Anxiety and depression.
Well, that's certainly understandable these days. There's a lot of people going through that. And I think what's happening with it, like you had this RISE format coming up, this seminar coming up in a couple of weeks. People my age probably need to hear the message as much as anything else, because a lot of us older guys, I'm the oldest person in this room, I'm quite sure. And particularly for men, it's hard for them to admit they need counseling or any other type of help with whatever issues they're dealing with. You find that to be the case with y'all too? You have to kind of struggle to get the men to open up to this?
Yes, yeah. I would say, it definitely takes a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, that's just a generational thing. We grew up, we just dealt with things.
Yeah.
And that's not always the best way to do business. No. How does one contact you to help with your organization?
Almost everything's on our website, the crazy8ministries.com. We're always the number. We're never spelt out. So on there is our application for housing, our application for counseling. You can do an online prayer request, and we have a team that responds to those via a phone call back. So you submit something online, provide your phone number, and we'll have a team member call you back and pray with you.
I always wonder what Crazy 8, is there some meaning behind that?
Fun story. So originally, when she came up with the name 11 years ago, when the Lord provided her the name, it was her and her husband Brad and their 6 kids. So it was Crazy 8 of them. She used it for their password, used it for everything. And the Lord was like, hey, this is super not feminine. It's not masculine. It's not, this is a really good name to use. And along the way, a few years later, she started studying the Greek and Hebrew and where words come from. And the word crazy comes from the word to be put out of your mind, ecstasy, to be put out of your mind. It's the same word we get for ecstasy. And the number 8 is a symbol for new beginnings. So 7 days. On the eighth day, everything was complete. So anyway, we learned after she had named it and she started studying that it actually meant astounding new beginnings.
I have to admit, when I first heard of Crazy 8 Ministries, I said, why did they name their ministries after a card game I played when I was a kid? I thought that, I guess it had something, but I figured there was some sort of meaning like you just described. I figured knowing Lisa, it wouldn't have just been something spontaneous. She probably had some kind of deeper meaning for it and all this, and apparently it is. So if they get on this website, crazy8ministries.com, it's not just for the giving, which is what we're here for, but also people can access their services as well.
Yes.
And you got a website, obviously, but you also have Facebook, I know, and you got the whole 9 yards. Y'all been around quite some time.
Facebook, Instagram. We trying to do TikToks. Lisa has a TikTok on her side, and she's awesome at it. Our Crazy 8 TikTok's not as great.
TikToks. See, I'm getting overwhelmed. I thought PowerPoints, I can't handle them, and so it's really behind, but that's okay. We need to do this again, Liz. It's good seeing you again. You look like you're very happy at what you're doing.
I love it. Okay. I love it.
Okay, so y'all check out that website because they do good work. All these people do. But if you need counseling, if you need spiritual assistance of some kind, you need physical assistance of some kind, they're there for you all. Over on 917 in Joshua.
Yes, yep.
Thank you, Liz. We appreciate it. And next, we're going to have the highly stressed mother, Jessica. That's you. Yeah, you're next.
Throw me under the bus.
No. Every woman that has had a child knows what we're talking about here. My poor wife. I don't know how she raised those kids without me. Anyway,
I'm surprised they're still alive. No, I'm kidding.
Mine or yours?
Mine.
Oh, okay. Well, people said that about my kids as well. It's just part of the fun. So, but it's been a little while since I've seen you.
Yeah.
So you still trying to expand your business, right?
Yes, actually. We're looking at a place out in Keene right now. Currently, we're across the street. Which,
I
by
don't
the way,
know. Keene's pretty wild.
I know.
All those Seventh-day Adventists. You're only safe on Saturday.
Yeah.
Anyway,
there's a space out in Keene that's across the street from one of the group homes that I work at. So that would be a lot easier for a lot of the guys with intellectual and physical disabilities to come out and get some exercise.
Oh, currently, where are you at right now?
Across the street.
Are you still there? Okay, I know that you've been looking for a while to move.
Yes.
And you're also, besides family life and all this other stuff, you're trying to make do this expansion, which is on your mind, I'm sure, quite a bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So last year,
all in good time.
Last year, you had a Christmas-related fundraiser. You can do that again?
No.
Oh.
We have lost our fundraising chair. She has moved on, and so, yeah.
Are you looking for a chair right now?
Always.
Okay.
Always.
Okay, so would this be like a volunteer position? Okay.
Yeah.
So what would this volunteer need to know how to do? Besides just
talk to people.
Just take, social media skills, I'm sure.
Not even really that. Just be able to go up to people and go, hey, I'm the fundraising chair for Fitability TX. Would you like to donate? Or we're having a Christmas get-together, and we would love to have you as a sponsor kind of thing.
Well, you brought a video clip. You actually brought 2, right?
Yes.
Let's see those.
Okay, where's your favorite place? The mall. The mall? Oh, you did good not catching yourself. 2 more. Ready? 2 and 1. All right. Here, let's take a break, okay? Because I want you to stand on the top now. All right. Now come down, Valerie. 10, There we go. Now stand up again. What do you like to get at the mall?
Why you?
Is that the right speed?
Yeah, I didn't realize that I used the one with volume.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
That's me in the background going, ugh.
Okay.
I have a tendency to make noises with my clients.
Oh boy! Well, that was a nice break there. Well, like you said, you're pretty busy, but so you do a very unique fitness program for people with disabilities, mostly physical or mental disabilities.
So a little bit of both.
Okay.
Typically with mental disabilities or intellectual disabilities comes the physical aspect of it too. Especially as we age. I mean, everybody in this room knows as we age, our metabolism slows down. If we don't get up and start moving or go to the gym or go for a walk, we kind of lose that ability to lose weight over time or to manage our weight over time. People with intellectual disabilities typically do a lot of sitting because how many times do you guys want to get up and, go to the gym?
I can answer for myself.
Yeah. Add that into the fact that you can't drive to get anywhere. You don't have the communication skills to be able to talk to somebody and be like, hey, I don't know how to do this. So that's what we're here for. We're here to bridge that gap. Hopefully, with expanding, we're creating a gym where people with intellectual and physical disabilities can come. We would have trainers on staff that would be able to assist in an individual independent workout. So like if you were to come and you had a little intellectual disability and we saw you working out on a piece of machinery and you were slamming it and we knew that you weren't doing it correctly or you were going to possibly hurt yourself, we would come over and be like, hey, can I help you? So there's that assistance there and you're not just independent.
It's a very unique situation. We've talked about this on the show before. It's been a little while since you've been on, but we talked about before that it's something that just kind of came to you as opposed to something like you grew up wanting to do.
No. These were actually two different jobs that I did. My mother was a diagnostician for special education, and so I kind of grew up with that. My father had muscular dystrophy and was in a wheelchair. When I was in college, I became a personal trainer, but my degree is actually in kinesiology. And so I went on and did adapted physical education, which is PE for children with disabilities. And I did that and personal training at the same time, and then, surprise, put them two together.
How do people contact you? Because you're still, I'm sure, looking for donations, even if you're looking, yeah.
Always.
But you're just looking for somebody to help coordinate that. But how do people get in contact with you?
So, of course, our website, there's contact information there. There's also a donate button there. But my phone number, the business phone number is 817-637-8190. And
what's that again?
817-637-8190. That is the easiest way to contact me, call or text.
Or fitabilitytx.org. We need to get that Christmas thing going. That was a lot of fun last year.
It was.
Stephen Carl Jansen doing the Santa Claus. He's like Burleson's Santa Claus.
He's the best Santa Claus.
He really is.
I'm actually getting Santa pictures with him this year.
Well, that's great.
For family photos.
Oh, for family. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, if you want to join my family.
No, for what you described. Don't worry.
Bless them. I love them. They are great, but when three kids need you.
Yeah, I know. And our next guest has how many? Megan, I lose count. It's 4. Okay. So,
you get it.
So yeah, it's a drill. But thank you, Jessica. I hope you find that person you need, and we'll see y'all. We'll make a sometime with your convenience. All right, Megan, a well-known guest here. Next Step Women's Center. They were on just last week, and how did that go for you? You had a special event going on, don't you, coming up on the 11th of October?
We do. We have our fall fundraising event is October 11th, and it's a dinner, and it's an RSVP thing. If you go to nextstepheroes.com, you can find out more about that. But today is North Texas Giving Day. And this week, or today, is the last day of raising funds for our boutique. Our clients take classes for parenting classes, prenatal classes, and those range on a variety of topics from potty training to tantrums to, my daughter said the other day, because she comes in the office and she says she works there, she's 11, but she'll help pack the swag bags that our students get or her clients get as they take the classes. But she's like, do you have a class on like behavior and discipline? Because I think that's a really important one. And I was like, you're right. And we do. But we have technology, how to handle technology with your kids, all of those things, classes that benefit parents who are pregnant to 3 years old. And when they take those classes, they get baby bucks. And when they get baby bucks, they get to shop in, and that link is weird. I don't know if it's, I'm sure I sent it because I just copied and pasted, but it's fine.
I'm thinking that doesn't look like the link I've seen before.
No,
but.
well, and right now I thought I sent the North Texas Giving Day one, but it's cool. Again, nextstepheroes.com is where you can find it. But they'll get the baby bucks from their classes. They can buy the new items they need, pack and plays, and car seats are one of the rewards for taking the classes. But right now we're working to make our boutique bigger because the need, I think even Miss Jennifer from Harvest House was talking about the need for material assistance and those kinds of items is so great right now, just because everything costs so much more.
Yes, it does. I remember ranting about that a couple of days ago, but it's like all of y'all been impacted by the economic situations we're going through right now, and so it's almost like it's a double whammy because it's harder to get what you need, and you have more people that need what you have.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been noticing from all of y'all is that the needs aren't going away; they're increasing, but it's more and more difficult to meet those needs, and that's why I guess we're here. As far as the donations, if they that particular link, there it is.
There, yeah. If you go to that website, click on the North Texas Giving Day. If you give today, we have a couple of very kind sponsors who've given us giveaways. So if you give today, you could win a gift card to Old Texas Brewing Company because they're so generous, right, Jennifer? We love them. And then Sunset Hill Tree Farm.
I'm going to have your mother on in a couple of weeks.
Oh, you are?
Yes,
Good.
yeah.
Good.
We're trying to work out a date, but I think probably the week of the 11th we'll have her on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, they donated a family fun pack to the pumpkin patch, which is like $10 a person to get in. So it's a nice day of family fun. So you're entered to that. And they've also offered to donate one of their Christmas trees. Like you can come out to the farm and chop your own Christmas tree for free. So it's pretty cool.
If you're not familiar, Donna Hollowell Patrick is her last name now.
Yes. No.
All right. See, I still get y'all's names all mixed up. I still call you Hollowell. Anyway, she's Megan's mother. And how long has she been part of that? About 2 years now?
Yeah, 2 years.
That Sunset Farm. And she'll be on, like I said, in about 2 or 3 weeks. We're just sometime during the week of the 11th. It just depends on when we can make that work. So you get some free stuff if you donate today.
We're so grateful for our sponsors who give, and we're also grateful for those who've already given. Our goal is $10,000 for Giving Day, and we're getting close. And so that'll help us redo our boutique and provide the stuff that's going to go out to our clients.
Did you bring a video clip?
I did not bring a video
I thought
clip.
you did. See, I'm getting all confused here. I get old.
No, I'm still working on our things that we have.
Yeah, all right.
We're going to update I'm like, whoever it was who's like, we're going to update our stuff. It's in process.
Yeah.
Yes, that's us too.
Well, it's a never-ending thing, but Next Step does great work, and I think the community is blessed by all y'all, certainly. But y'all serve a particular need in this community that. And we talked about the numbers last week. In fact, I still have them here.
Yeah, I noticed you have all my numbers from last week over there.
And over here, well, I used them for notes.
Yeah.
And but so I would check out that podcast from last week if you want all the details about that because the numbers are great.
We went into all the details last week.
Well,
yeah.
So God bless you for what you do.
Thanks.
And we hope everything goes well. I will see. I'm hoping my wife will. I'll be there.
You will be there. You're at my table.
I will be there.
You better come. No.
My wife may be there. She's trying to work out a trip to see her parents.
Okay.
It's about the only time she can. So anyway, but I'm going to be there the 11th, and I look forward to it. Who's providing the food?
Old Texas Brewing Company.
Okay. Well, good. Well, good.
Yeah, like I said, they're so kind, and we're excited about that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's great. I appreciate them, and I appreciate you. So thanks very much.
All right, thanks.
And we're down to our last one. We save the best for last. Yeah, it's y'all. It's Re-Inspire. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. You had lots on your mind. I saw your posting about young Mr. Griffin's collegiate experience.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes at our house.
Oh, it's a learning experience.
Elementary one and a college one and a high school one.
You get the mic. Everybody wants to hear your life story.
I don't want to hear that.
A college one and an elementary one,
Yeah. Well, in high school, but she's got her thing. She's fine.
She's fine and dandy. Okay. Well, how are you doing? This is Charisse Olson, and you've had, since we last talked, have you opened up that center? You're over in Cleveland, right? Off of the old Methodist Church?
We opened the Resource Center inside St. Mark.
All right.
Similar to ASD, we're not affiliated, but grateful for their generosity in letting us use some of their space.
For some that don't know where St. Mark's is, though, it's on the main drag of Cleveland.
It's on West Henderson. It's where they sell the pumpkins every year, if you've been through. And we're right next door to the high school football stadium, which is what was why we're there, because we serve teens and young adults. So being right next to the football stadium, The Rock.
The Rock, yeah.
Is a great place for us. In fact, we have a tailgate on October 21st. It's Cleburne's last home game, and we'll be tailgating out there with the church and City of Cleburne, Parks and Rec, and the Cleburne Library.
Like a little party
and
out there.
EOC. Sorry, I want to mention everybody.
Everybody gets
Educational Opportunity Center is also coming out, so we'll have food and games, and it'll be fun.
Did you bring a video clip?
I did not.
Okay, that's fine. I mean,
you're scaring me with asking all these video clips.
I know. I was like, Taylor, where's the clip? What's my? No, he's done a really good job.
I think I brought one before, and it would just be the same one. So
yeah, it's right. It's fine. It's fine. But is this fully open now?
The Resource Center. Well, we had a couple things with the building, so we had to slow down our activities. But we're open by appointment, and then in October we'll have our full schedule again with actually all the activities we were doing, plus some new groups. We're going to be having a recovery group for teens in recovery, and then also a 12-step group for folks who are affected by someone else's addiction.
Now, Shandy,
so we'll be adding those.
You have a matching thing going on Facebook, don't you?
I do. My birthday matching fundraiser. If you want to wish me happy birthday and drop some money, I'll match it.
All right. Well, that's a good birthday, though.
Yeah. So that's not with this link, but it is on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I would actually direct you to Facebook and Shandy's link, because then it's like you get the match plus whatever you give, so that's even better. But then if you have other giving, so wherever you choose to give, we're happy to accept it. But the matching, of course, is a great opportunity.
But when is your birthday?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay.
But when you get our age, you can celebrate any day.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I will be celebrating all next week.
Yeah, that's my wife's deal. Her birthday's yesterday, and Christmas, we really more do Hanukkah, 8 days of gift giving. It's okay. My wife is Jewish for 8 days out of the year, but it's all right.
Poor Robin. I love you, Robin.
She's at work right now, but not much longer. She's going to be retiring.
I know, and Hadley is not happy about that.
Is that? No, I'm sorry to hear that. Because my wife thinks very highly of your daughter.
It's mutual.
Yeah. Well, and so one thing when Charisse was here last, I thought was interesting was the technical training. I guess the computers, using all that. I mean, and some of the things that y'all do for these foster children that are aging out and into the new world, so to speak. I just took for granted I knew how to do, because I had somebody there to teach me how to do them. And you teach them some of the really most basic things,
Yeah, well, I just always quote this volunteer who said, we do what needs doing. So we just really try to come alongside the young people we serve and, what do you want to achieve as an adult, and what do we need to support you in doing, to make that happen. So whether it's communication skills or job search skills, job retention skills, because that's a different set.
Job retention, like just things like showing up on time and being appropriately groomed and things like that.
Yeah, and also problem solving. If you are in trouble at work, if you or just quitting would be great for some of our youth. Just don't ghost them.
Right.
And then, but also like how to resolve it. So, work hasn't been great. How can you, but you want to keep your job. How can we turn that around? So we have young people who are working really hard and they don't think that they know they're very valued at their job, but then they want to pursue their GED or their high school diploma and they don't know how to approach their boss to see if that could be accommodated. And so we can just talk them through.
You often go in, as like, not an agent, it's not the right word, but as a go-between between one of your clients and say a boss?
No, because we're teaching grown-ups, and so you don't have someone else come with you, but we will role play that conversation or whatever. Now, if I help set up the job, because I have employers that I can make referrals to for some of our clients looking for jobs, then I have a little bit more of a, I'm more involved in that, because then the employer can reach out to me like, hey, I think you might want to have a conversation about hygiene or whatever. And, and then, I can do that. But if it's just their work situation, then I want to help them.
Who are these employers?
HEB in Cleburne has been tremendous.
Right.
We have a couple of HVAC companies and construction companies,
and we're always looking for more.
Really?
And then, always, any businesses that would, and also like no one's guaranteeing our clients jobs. They're just guaranteeing an interview. That's all I ask for. And then with of course, if they offer them the job, then they do have me as an added support to make that a successful match. But I've reached out to Shandy, but I cold call employers. If I see somebody has a job, it's like, hey, I have somebody that wants to do what you're doing.
Well, Shandy knows everybody in town, don't you? You don't think so?
I'm sure I do, but I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've just been here a long time. That's it.
What kind of employer really fits for what you're looking for?
I mean, really any employer. I mean, obviously most people are entry level.
Right.
But a lot of these kids, what people don't realize is that they really want to do more in that field and they just don't know how to get started. So like that's kind of where we help too. Like number one, we got to get you through high school and GED, and then the hope is college or tech school. And then like to have a job that correlates with that, most parents would do that for their kids, right? Like, hey, why don't you apply here? We kind of do that role.
I can think of a couple of employers here in Burleson that have done these kind of things before, have hired people that were looking for a break, basically, looking for somebody to give them an opportunity that other people may overlook. So if it comes to mind, or maybe off the air, I can drop a couple of hints to y'all about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're really looking for employers where it can lead to a career. So it's an entry-level position, but like with Bullard's HVAC, he'll hire them on as a helper, but that's something that definitely has career potential. Or if Shandy has someone who's helping her with the paperwork, then obviously real estate is a career. So that's the kind of...
You have somebody to help you with the paperwork, huh?
I mean...
yeah.
I'm kind of a control freak, but I would totally do it for the right person.
Well, obviously not like the offers and stuff, but just it's really the client's paperwork coming right. So
it's more all the stuff that I just don't want to do.
Yeah. Oh my.
But it gives that, someone interested in real estate that
for sure.
That kind of
a foundation.
Insight.
Yeah.
So they can hit this link here, wearereinspired.org, and you have the link set up for the donations.
Yes, but we also need land. If anybody is donating
land.
Why
don't you just have one like big complex just for have all of y'all out there?
No, that would be terrible. I'm sorry. That really is. I just want to say that would be terrible. That create, because like that just makes it hard for everyone to get to one place. So having the beauty of all of us here is we're all over the place. So if you go into Harvest House, but Jennifer knows we offer something you could use, she knows to refer to me. And if they find me in Cleburne, I know to, reach out to Harvest House for help. And that's how we all, being scattered all over is actually really good for us. But
no, I've noticed that, how all of y'all know each other well and how y'all all cross-reference each other. If you have something, well, this is not really what we do, but I know the person that does do this, and here's their contact.
Well, we say all the time, we're not trying to become experts in everything.
Yeah.
Like, we know people who do that, so they can do, and they do it well. There's no reason to take up that.
Yeah, I think we all, I mean, I'm going to look at everybody, but we're the safety net. And, that net is made up of all different strands, and Re-Inspire is just one of.
And that really makes me feel good about Johnson County and Burleson in particular, because we have all this available to us. And we have a lot of people apparently that's supporting it to some degree or another. I mean, that's a great mark of a community. That's why you sell real estate here, right?
It's true.
had to throw that in.
Thanks. I'll be here next week. You don't have to plug me that much. It's fine.
Are you here next week?
The 29th.
Oh.
It's on my calendar.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll be here sometime. He'll get me on the calendar.
I didn't have my calendar in front of me. Okay. Alrighty. Anyway.
I can shift. But we also have a huge housing program coming up. So that's a big thing to talk about.
So I think that one thing with Re-Inspire is we do have different initiatives. So and so the Resource Center is up and running. We are also just recently received funds to build our housing program, which is called Launchpads. But what we don't have for that is land. So we are actively looking for about a half acre that could accommodate our building, and we would love to hear from you.
Yeah,
and you don't need to use the link for that. Just call me directly.
Cleburne's preferred.
Cleburne's preferred. The other, if we're going to get that technical, also, but it could be anywhere. But it doesn't. It can be way out in the country. It needs to be where our kids could get jobs and get to Hill or whatever. They need to be close enough that if they don't have a car, they can still.
Well, let's hope it works. You never know. In this vast reach of Mr. Allard's neighborhood, you never know.
You never know. Yeah. That's what you talk to everybody and see what sticks.
Yeah. I appreciate all of y'all being here. It's a great show. This is one of my favorite shows I've ever done, really, because it shows just the heart of the community.
So that means we're going to make it a regular thing.
I would love it.
Yay!
Maybe every 6 months or so. Yay! Every 6 months would be great. Maybe because I'm sure all of y'all have something in the spring. And we could do it like in March or something like that, and advertise.
Or even, I think February.
February is what the sponsor here is demanding of me here. February. All right. Okay. Fine. February.
Just because that gears up for spring.
Okay. Y'all, I'm getting a unanimous consent over here. Yes, February. It's a date. I'll find the calendar.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Shandy.
You're welcome.
This is why she's our board president.
No kidding.
That's exactly like if anyone would.
She needs to come out of her shell, though, a little bit. She's a little bit more forceful. Oh,
I know.
Lord.
I am. That's terrible.
All righty. Well, thank y'all, ladies, and thank y'all for listening. And I hope y'all share this with your friends out there listening to this. The links are in the comments, and we appreciate all y'all what you do. And if you want to show your appreciation, take some of those croissants. Dadgummit, I can't eat all those. All righty. We'll see y'all later.
You shouldn't eat them anyway.
I know.